Hi there, and welcome to the FM Tactics Show. Thank you very much for joining me here today. Yes, this is a show where we use your tactics on Gloucester City. Sometimes the tactics do wonders, sometimes they drive me nuts, but I'm always having fun. So thank you for these tactics. If you want to have your tactics featured on the show, please upload them to SendSpace or Dropbox, share the link with me, and we'll use those tactics. Now, the objective of this show is not to review those tactics. No, that's not what I do. I don't come in and give you a check mark, 8 out of 10, this tactic is good. No, that's not my style. Because honestly, most of these tactics, they actually work. And I don't know whether you've got Joe Johns in your team or Mary what's her name playing as a physiotherapist, but I have no clue what your team looks like. The tactics may work beautifully with your system, and bring them to my squad and I absolutely screw things up. So honestly, most tactics in this game work. All you need to do is have like a sound understanding of what you want to try and achieve. If you know what you want to try and achieve, then what you do is you look at the game and you see whether it's happening. If it's not happening, change things around. And that's the objective of this show. We use your tactic, and I use it with Gloucester City, and I try things. I always try something different with your tactics. So I usually start with your tactic, and then if I feel I need to make changes, I will. That's how I play the game. So I will see something happening in the game, and if it needs to be tweaked or it needs to be changed, I will do so immediately. Sometimes this is the way, with FM18 coming around the corner, it's just going to be a great way to, approach FM18 as well. I mean, how do I play when FM18 comes around the corner? I pull out the roles and duties and then I stare. Hey, does this guy behave the way he's supposed to behave? If he doesn't, then I change. I change things around. So I'm not one to rigidly stick to a formula. No, there's no such thing in the game. So I change roles and duties in the game. I might change mentality, I might change shape, I might change some of the shots, but there's always going to be a reason why I do that. So on today's show, we've got a new tactic coming from a member of our Discord channel. He's got a 4-2-2-2 DM. Wide system as well as a narrow system. We're going to take a look at both in the next few shows, and we're going to try these tactics out. Now, for the rest of my Discord and Patreon members, yes, we're coming up with a new variation to show your PKM. So watch out, watch that space on Discord, because I'm going to be asking for more than just the PKM for future shows. Okay, so what have we got today? This is the system that Simji has given us, and it's okay. I mean, I'm a bit concerned with these three roles. So these three roles, everyone's sitting narrower, and this guy actually won't play as a inverted wing back because you got two DMs. So I know we've spoken about this before, so I'm going to remove this straight away. Then we're just going to play with the tactic as it is. We got, starting from the top, F9 poacher. We got white midfielder on support, two white midfielders on support with literally carbon copy settings. RPM with more risky passes. Register, we get further forward. One fullback on support that I've changed. He's sitting narrower. Borthwick, and we got another fullback sitting narrower and dribbling less. Goalkeeper doesn't have anything on him, and we'll start playing the match as it is. And I might change very quickly because of the roles that I'm a bit concerned about. But I just want to see how this thing pans out. As far as the set pieces are concerned, I have forgotten to look at your set pieces. Let's look at your set pieces. Corner routine, left and right seem fine. Attack, I'm gonna load mine. I don't like to see so many players on corner routines on SBI, which is stay back if needed. I rather make a decision as to whether or not they should stay back. And then here, I rather have one guy attacking, so we're gonna left and right. We're gonna just load. And then for the attack routines, again we have the same situation. Left and right. We'll do the same thing. Okay, so it's all sorted. Let's submit the team and get cracking with the match. We're going to watch the match initially on comprehensive, and we're going to change things around very quickly if I find that I'm going to change things very quickly if I find that we can't manage. Now, these three players are going to be told we're going to play them all on the wrong foot, and we're going to tackle hard these guys. The back line, we're gonna do something to the back line too. So we set everything up, And we're all set, so let's get cracking with the match. Control very fluid. My one concern is the defensive line is okay. The defensive line is not pushed up, so you don't get a lot of compression, which is okay because you're playing very fluid. However, there's not very much that we can do at the moment in terms of trying to win the ball in midfield. So, in general, this tactic is just going to give a lot of space to the AI in the final third. So that's something that is a bit of a concern to me. If you get an early goal, or like what we've done, we've gotten a very quick early goal. Then you're in a good position because you're controlled and you're very fluid, right? So there's a lot of compression, so you can actually defend quite well. But you're gonna give a lot of you're gonna give a lot of shots in your own box. So that's the other things. It's just watch what happens now. We were lucky. We don't have to defend. Our very first attack gave us a goal. I'm gonna notice what these two guys are doing, because we got two roaming guys in the middle. So you might leave pockets of space, and that could be an issue. So Walker with the ball to Marchetti. So you can see we're not doing a very good job of defending this area, because your two roaming players, they're moving about. You don't have one guy sitting. I mean, in this particular case, it's pretty cool if you had like an anchor right in front of the defense and force the AI into trying to work the ball up. So we're lucky that ricocheted back to our players, Mafio and Pipoli. There you go again. These two guys are super close. Colado to Almedo. I mean, it's good for ball retention. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for them to lose. There's always going to be somebody there to pick up the pieces. But once again, I'd be very concerned. Pipoli with the corner, puts it into the box. Yes, I've changed the corner routines. They are now different. Because I don't like to... I like possession corner routines. So we've done okay. We managed to keep the ball again. So Zé Gomez will recycle it to Mafio. Mafio is on the wrong side of the pitch. He has to go backwards now. The Borthwick Jackson, as he works his way to the right. Costa with the ball, brilliantly done. Loses out to Galloway. We've only had a better player there. Okay, Cook. Colado comes up. Marchetti. They're doing well as a double pivot, but still, and we've conceded a goal. That was my concern. Alright, so what we're going to do is, was my concern in the middle. They work well as a double pivot in attack, but then in defense, it just falls apart. Even though we had an early goal, I need to make changes. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to maintain most of the... I'm going to try to switch things around. So I got a ball-winning midfielder now on support. He's a register, still playing him as a register. We're going to change this guy to a wing-back on attack. This guy... we're going to play him as a white midfielder on attack. This guy will be a wing-back on support. And this guy will be a ball-winning midfielder on support. And this guy will be the register. Where are you? Okay, there you go. So you got turn, swap the two of you. Dribble less. Get further forward. Yeah, we'll tell you to get further forward. That's not a bad idea. Okay. And you get further forward. So both of you can get further forward now. Okay, so that's sorted. Wing back attack, Pipoli. Alright. Slightly different. They managed to score a goal. Couldn't prevent that, but never mind. As you can see, Ferre, these are my two boys here. Both of them holding hands and getting screwed up. Okay, Costa. Alper Kucheka to Hajek. Alper out to Almedo. Finds Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez to Colado. To Costa. Costa out to Pipoli. Pipoli. He's got Pablo Mafia waiting. But he plays it intelligently back to Alper Kucheka. But Kucheka loses the ball. Jackman is injured. Jackman will be playing that position. Colado Okay, now I'm seeing a much better double pivot. So they don't both rush into the same spot. They both don't collide on the same player and get pulled out of position. Oh yes, that was my mistake. The tempo was too low. Okay, Zé Gomez shoots. Collado strikes. Raya makes another save. Corner to be taken by Pipoli. Pipoli puts it into the box. Zé Gomez rises. Olmedo now with the ball. What can he do? Plays it back to Hajek. Hajek. What can this young Wang Borthwick to Costa? Costa, come on, you can find somebody. Collado back to Webster. Webster so high up the pitch. Borthwick Jackson. Borthwick Alba Kucheka. Kucheka back to Collado. Collado gets it to Alba Kucheka. They get it to Webster. Back to Collado. Collado does well, holds the ball up, brings it up, but loses it to Machete. Alba Kucheka. Foden. Borthwick Jackson. Back to Foden, to Machete. Collado is right up there. Wins the ball back. Gets it to Costa. Costa is off. Costa. Oh man, Costa, poacher, yeah. Not supposed to triple, but you did. Ebinge to Foden. Foden to Ebinge. Ebinge. Mafio comes inside to win the ball. Gets it out to Olmedo. Olmedo to Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez is offside. Okay. No, they're not playing badly actually. Alright. I see moments when they look like they're doing the right thing. Olmedo heads it on. Zé Gomez is to Gljevic. Foden loses. He lost control. Collado comes in. Sharp Collado. Ebinge. Can he cross that? Borthwick reads it. Pipoli back to Collado. Collado with the ball. He's got options on all around him. Costa. Oh no, Costa. You got a simple thing to do. Okay, put it into the box. Ooh, Raya makes a great save. Definitely playing a lot better with my boys. My boys are doing it. I'm noticing better transitions from my boys. Defending, I don't see Collado. I don't see the two of them in the same spaces anymore. But Alpa Kucheka as the register, he is not ideal. He is, oh my goodness. We don't have Jackman available. That's my problem. Jackman is such a good player. But you need a player who can carry the ball in a 4-2-2. He has to be a pretty damn good player to carry the ball up. So I'm thinking now of bringing on Germano actually. Ebinge. I had to bring on Germano is a big risk because Germano can't tackle. Gljevic free kick. Raya all the way. Hajek wins that. Cook with the ball. Machete. Collado is sitting back. Here we go. Cook. Collado. Back to Machete. Machete. Ferrer. Webster wins that. Galloway. Back to Machete. Now to Ebinge. To Foden. Now to Cook. Alpa Kucheka does well. Gets into Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez into space for Costa. Costa. He's not going to have time. Machete. Collado was too slow. Ferrer gets to that. Hajek clears that. Olmedo now has a chance to bring the ball up. Loses it to Cook. Damn it. This system really needs players who have good technical ability. My boys, the technical ability is average. So I've been using tactics that allow us to get away playing average. But this is not allowing us to play average football. We've got a wide midfielder attack. He needs to bring the ball up. We don't really have anybody else who can bring the ball up like he can. And he can tackle too. So that's why he's playing. I have got players who can play as wingers, but they can't tackle. And I don't want to take a risk that we give up possession in important areas of the pitch. So it's a slight change, but if you wanted to play this tactic and you want to play it well, those are the things you have to look at. Okay, what we can do right now is I'm gonna have to try something different. We're gonna turn him to support and get him to become a winger on support. So fullback on attack. Okay, Foden with the ball to Tomic. Tomic to Walker. Walker has got to get past Hajek again. Oh, he does. Olmedo comes in to make sure that he doesn't get past and get into a good crossing position. Elia Pipoli is 6.4, so I turn him back to a wing on support. Hopefully, because he's not having a good game. Normally, he has one of the best games. He normally gets 6.8 in most of my matches, a 7, gets a few assists, but he's struggling. Gomez, back to Machete to Ferrer to Cook. Cook looks, and Butland comes up, picks up the pieces. Long kick. Costa, this is Collado. Collado comes up. Pipoli. Oh, what a bad pass to Gigliovic. Machete to Gomez. I mean, this tactic falls apart if my players are having a bad day. I need that winger on support to have a good game. He's not having a good game. Falling apart. Oh, boy. Okay, we're going to make another change. We're going to take off Elia Pipoli, who's not having a good game. We're going to bring on Zdravko Veslinov, who's also just average as well. 2 changes. Corner, Cook takes it, puts it in the box. Pascal Costa, penalty inside the box. We can only put our hands up and pray. Jack Butland, please save the day. Jack Butland, please save the day. Oh no, it's Ferrero Rocher chocolates. Scores. Shit. Damn. Didn't really work for us. Abel Collado is not 100%. That's our last substitution. Couldn't last the whole match. 58%. Played a good game, but he's got to come off now. Green with the free kick into the box. Green again. Gets it to Garcia. Shoots. Oh my lord. We just found out that the woodwork is pretty good. Olmedo chasing after Jordan Ibe. Jordan Ibe plays it back to their keeper, Raya. Raya kicks it long. Hajek says, it's mine. Borthwick Jackson doesn't do well with the ball. Machete to Green. Yes, Gloucester City are heading to a defeat. We could not make it work. Oh man, gave up a penalty towards the end. My play is just not good enough for the system. Because we got Jackman injured. We got Zuniga who's not available. Agostinho. What a ball for Vasilinov. What? Yes! What an equalizer! The substitute. I don't believe it. What a late equalizer. I mean, I was already, I gave up. What a ball from Agostinho to Vasilinov, crossing it to the far post, and it's an own goal. Enough. Yes, the boys have managed to pull one back late. 2-2. Raya with the goal kick. Oh, it goes to Jordan Ibe. Hajek wins that, but Tomic wants to make amends for the mistake. Garcia to Ferrer. Ferrer Rocher to Machete. The knife to Garcia. Oh, Garcia. Don't give us a headache. Okay, Green. No, we don't want to concede a goal with 30 seconds left. Ferrer Rocher to Garcia. Garcia to Machete. Oh, no. No. Let me walk away with a 2-all draw, please. We're playing like shit. Cook. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's anything else I can do. I really can't think of anything else. Oh, Agostinho. Thank you very much. He's played well. Super substitute Agostinho. Yeah, I know. It's not good enough. We should have won the match. But hell, if you change tactics like I do every single week, you'd be glad sometimes we just escape. Alright, so teams. I'm looking at the key pass combinations, but I got to split it up by the halves. So, I mean, basically, let's look at the key pass combinations. I don't think we'll see a lot. Okay, here we go. I think the key pass combinations are tactically pretty okay. However, you can notice how the two of them played not too far apart in the first half. So as we enter the first half, the key pass combinations changed when you change the formation. At the end of the game, it looked like this. not too bad. Linkages improved, I reckon. But here you can see how important these roles were. The left side of my tactic. Bournemouth, they had a very solid game as well. So it was pretty hard for us to break them. They played so high up the pitch. In terms of the action zones for the whole game. First half, even Steven. Second half, we lost a bit of the possession. And I would say that overall, there need some changes, some tweaks. My team doesn't really play with this tactic very well. Okay. Somehow or another, we escaped against Bournemouth. And we had to make changes to the tactic. We started with this tactic. However, my problem with this tactic was we had this problem with these two guys being on roam. They would sometimes go for the same target. Sometimes they leave the whole space behind them vacant. So what I did was I changed it. We changed it to we changed the tactic to the ball winning midfielder, but we put the ball winning midfielder on the right flank, not on the left, and we had the roaming playmaker on this flank because we have a wing back on attack. But we did change this later to a winger on support, and I found this to be better, a fullback on support. So in the end, this was the final piece. We're gonna try this again for the next match. So we're not entirely done with it. I'm hoping that we get some of our players back. I don't think Kevin Jackman will be back in 1 or 2 days. He's one of my preferred players in this system. This boy is gonna be out for the 2 to 3 weeks, so he's not gonna get a chance to play this system. But so far, this is how we'll be playing it. Now, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You want to submit your tactics, please do so. You can always find me at addicted2fm.com. That's my website, or at Bustthenet. You can on Twitter. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons that they continue to support this channel. Unfortunately, we couldn't win, but we did come back and salvage a point. Can't complain. I don't really use this tactic. It's a lot harder to use this tactic than it looks because you need really good players in those key positions who carry the ball out of the half for you. So I hope to catch up with you guys very soon. You guys take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.